In the heart of the Kingdom of Ajimota, nestled between rolling hills of the African savannah, lived a young woman named Adaora. She was beautiful, with skin as dark as the rich soil and hair as black as the night sky. Her eyes sparkled like the stars, and her smile could light up the entire village. Adaora lived a simple life, helping her mother with the daily chores and learning the ancient traditions of her people. But life took a dramatic turn when she met Odika, a handsome young warrior from a neighboring village. They met at the annual harvest festival, and their eyes locked in a way that neither could ignore. As the days turned into weeks, Adaora and Odika's love grew stronger. They would steal glances at each other during the market days, and their hands would touch as they exchanged goods. That time, people were chaste, and no one dared misbehave. The villagers observed it and whispered about their love, and soon everyone knew that Adaora and Odika were meant to be. But fate had other plans. Odika was summoned by the king of his village to join the army and fight in a distant war. Adaora was devastated, but she knew that duty called. She gave Odika a small token, a handmade necklace with a tiny wooden pendant, and bid him farewell. Months passed and Adaora heard nothing from Odika. She waited patiently, but as the seasons changed, her hope began to dwindle. The villagers whispered that Odika had forgotten Adaora, that he had found another love in the distant lands. Adaora's heart broke and she became withdrawn, losing interest in the things she once loved. Years went by, and Adaora's mother grew old and frail. On her deathbed, she called her daughter Adaora to her side and revealed a shocking truth to her. Odika had written to her, but the letters were intercepted by Adaora's jealous cousin, who had been seeking to destroy their love. Adaora's mother had kept the secret, hoping that Odika would return one day and make things right. Adaora, on hearing this, was consumed by regret and anger. Why had her cousin betrayed her? Why had Odika not fought harder to reach her? She spent months in a dark place, unable to forgive herself and others. One fateful day, a weary traveler arrived in Ajimota. He was an old soldier, scared and worn, but with eyes that sparkled like the stars. It was Odika. He had returned, bearing the same token Adaora had given him years ago. Adaora was shocked to see him. He told her of the wars, the battles, and the letters he had written, only to be met with silence. Adaora was torn between joy and anger. She wanted to forgive, but the pain of abandonment still lingered. Odika, sensing her turmoil, fell to his knees and begged for forgiveness. He explained that he had never forgotten her, that he had carried her token with him always, and that he had returned to make things right. Adaora was sad. Her parents, who wanted to see him make things right, were no more, so she felt the pain within her. But as the sun set over the savannah, Adaora's heart began to heal. She saw the sincerity in Odika's eyes, and her love for him began to stir once more. They spent the night talking, laughing and crying together. They were now advanced in age, but their love kept them ignited. The villagers who had gathered to witness the reunion cheered as Adaora and Odika embraced. The next morning, Adaora and Odika walked to the village elder hand in hand and asked for his blessing to marry. The elder, wise and kind, smiled and said, "The love that was meant to be has finally found its way. May your union be blessed with joy, prosperity, and forgiveness." And so, Adaora and Odika were married under the shade of an ancient tree in the community, surrounded by their friends, family, and the whispers of their ancestors. Their love had conquered time, distance, and regrets. They lived happily ever after, only succeeding to have one child, a son, and they nurtured him with love and happiness. Odika became the oldest man in the village after a long time. They ruled the village with kindness, wisdom, and courage. The villagers would say that on quiet nights, when the stars shone bright, you could still hear Adaura's laughter and Odika's whispers, their love echoing across the savannah, a reminder that true love can conquer even the darkest of times. That's the end of the story. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the videos. Thanks for watching.